dev team, you want to give us an update to start?
Sure. Yep. Alex pushed yesterday. Just a second again.
Hi.
She likes to join the weekly calls.
Oh, that's Joe's daughter. Hello.
Hi, Julia.
She always likes to ask me for things when I'm talking to you guys.
Of course. Hi, Julia.
Fala oi. Hi. Eu assisto no telefone, não tá conectando. Okay. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
That was the cartoons update. So app. Alex pushed a new version to test flight with the comments navigation. So now the app will have the pagination at the bottom of threads with lots of comments, and notifications will send the user to the specific place where the comment is. So after we include a new comment, it will scroll to the proper place, and once someone adds a comment to a thread that someone created, they will be notified and it will go to the right comment.
Has that been tested? Has that been tested, Joe? Yet or not yet?
I know I'm testing still, so that's on test flight. After the test, we're gonna send that to review for Apple and release.
Got it. Okay.
After that, the plan is to include the WSO media on the app. It makes sense as we discussed that. Artem will check what needs to be changed on the API to include that content type. We'll probably need something there because of the media. Sorry, just a second. Nathan, he cannot hear anything, but it's something on.
Probably your side, man, because I think everyone else can hear, right?
Okay. So yeah, that's the app side. After that, Patrick, we need to talk because of the next steps on the app. And also, Vlad sent an email asking about tests. So he was suggesting to have someone to do manual tests. I don't like that a lot because what concerns me especially is timing. So I'm not sure if they're going to have someone to do the tests right away. And how long that's going to take for them to keep testing that manually. So that's why I wanted automated tests. As that's being delayed a lot, I think we should try something else. Maybe just hire someone outside to do these automated tests for us. That's an option, but let's talk about that later. Okay, on the website, Jono included some tasks on Trello for SEO. He sent us an email talking about that and if he should continue including the cards. I think he didn't understand really well how we were doing things there. Maybe he didn't check the whole board. I don't know. He included some custom fields on a card, and he was just asking you if he should continue adding the cards there, like kind of translating the document to cards or not.
Yeah, is there a reason we need him to do that? It's because he's really expensive.
No. Then no.
Like having him do any sort of admin work doesn't make sense.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense. So let's stop him, and I'll do that. I'll just ask him to review specific things, and I'll tell him what to look for.
Okay.
And Drupal 8. So this is a kind of our official start week where we have everybody like on Drupal 8. So it's that. So Artem wasn't able to start now today because he was fixing an issue because some orders were being duplicated. That fix was pushed live already, and I think he already executed the cleanup, right, Artem?
It's still running because I had to re-import orders from start of the November, and there were there was like 3,000 of orders that are still being imported. So I'm waiting until it finishes and then I'll recheck.
Okay, thanks. Last week, I started doing the migration of small modules using the module upgrader. That helped with especially with the small ones. That was pretty simple actually. I'm going to keep working on that, keep cleaning up the small ones so the guys can focus on the big modules. The plan is also to split the big ones into multiple sprints. So each sprint will be a week. But these big ones, we're not going to be able to finish them in a week. So we're going to have to use 2 or 3 for some of them.
Yeah, I think hearing that, in terms of timing, in terms of any estimate, I know you had said, I think to me, March or something like that.
Beginning. So end of February, beginning of
Before
March.
we're ready to jump, or what? Like we're going to actually jump.
No. Hopefully that's what I expect is to jump like first week of March.
So what stops us from doing or hitting that? What would be like just something unexpected in specific modules that we can't get working, or?
No, just amount of work, amount of code to do the migration.
Okay.
We're another thing. Good news that we haven't had anything that kind of a roadblock. So nothing was stopped. So we're like having progress every day.
Okay. Great. Anything else on the dev side? SEO. You covered SEO. Is
SEO. Andre is working on the front end part of the company database too. So the nodes make sense now. We have sidebars. We have a way to remove sidebars where we need. We have the header, the footer. So things are getting there.
Okay. In terms of Tableau stuff, are we going to start getting that back? Or
yeah, I did. August sent an email. He said he updated the queries with the new entities, and he included it to 2022.
He did? Okay, yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at that yet because we have no, for the scorecard, I can't update that until I see 2020. Okay, cool. I'll update the scorecard then after this call. How about support, Ivy or Abby? Do you want to talk to me about support? How are things there? Anything?
Last week there's nothing unusual except majority of the tickets were requests for delete of threads, comments, and accounts.
Deleting threads, comments.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything around specifically the new courses?
None.
Nothing based on what you highlighted.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And then okay. And then Isabella, you want to talk a little bit about Ask WSO at all, or how that's going?
Sure, yeah. So I had Ria basically she put the video on the IGTV for the first time.
Yeah.
So it did get a lot of views on there. Usually when she does the swipe ups instead on her story, it brings more traffic to the actual YouTube video.
Okay.
But it will only bring a couple hundred, but when it goes on IGTV, it got like 6,000 or 7,000 since yesterday. So that's really good, but it didn't really bring any to YouTube. So I just wasn't sure how you wanted to go about that, or like what you think is more important to get views on. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough question. I mean, I don't know. is the right answer. I mean, because what's more important, right? I think having, I don't know why we can't do both.
Yeah, I mean, I could always have her put it on the story too, just in like a swipe up or whatever. But yeah, I'm not sure if people will swipe up and watch it on IGTV.
But IGTV, it stays, right?
Right.
Whereas swipe ups, it's just it's a thing. They may not do both, but one of those things where I don't see why it would hurt to do both.
Yeah, I can definitely have her do that.
Yeah, and then I think it's something where it's really just a function of time. I think a lot of the things with Instagram, the problem is with Sprout, you can't post directly, or you can't schedule it. You have to actually go in, log in to do a story. You have to log in to do IGTV. You have to log in to do a lot of stuff, which is annoying because then you got to do it day of. But yeah, feel free to just keep chiming in there. I haven't taken a look about the latest kind of things. I don't know where this screaming is coming from. There's like some sort of monitor in here. You guys hear that?
I
Yeah.
don't hear
Yeah,
anything.
just heard
Faintly.
it.
It's driving me crazy. It's like it's picking up from somewhere, like some radio signal or something. For some reason. Anyways, so in terms of other stuff, number of new mentors, Ivy, can you just fill in the stuff on the scorecard
I can't
for
see
you?
the scorecard feed. I've been
You can't
searching.
see it?
No, I can't see it from my drive.
Weird. Here, it's right
Yeah.
here. You see there? Any luck there or no? And then, Nathan, you want to talk a little bit about what you've been up to the last couple weeks?
Yeah, sure thing. Just been getting back up to speed with biz dev after the holidays. I think everyone's a bit sleepy and full up. So yeah, just getting that kind of spooled back up. Back up to 31 meetings last week. So I think we went up from 6 the week before because it was like the end of the holidays to 31. And I foresee that rising again next week. Oh, this week rather.
Yeah, I think I already had four calls this morning before this call at 6:30
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's going well. And then I'm going to start getting back into trying to get you booked on podcasts again this week because that's kind of fallen by the wayside over the holidays.
Okay.
So that's one of my priorities this week. So I'm going to get that looked at and get some more emails sent out and some more LinkedIn requests sent out as well for that.
Well, and then I know Matt's not on right now, but he may join in a little bit. But he's been doing a lot of university outreach and university deals, and we're starting to basically announce them over social, and that's working to drive more university clubs reaching out, and we're getting an occasional sale through those. Probably like an average of 1 or 2 sales per partnership we do because they're basically promoting our courses to their membership, and it's anywhere from like 100 kids up to a couple thousand kids. For each one, and so it doesn't cost us anything. It's just the time it takes to kind of arrange it and explain it to them, which is a pretty good deal for us. In terms of social, Abby is still training a little bit. She's on here. Welcome, Abby. She's basically trying to help the social team get more stuff kind of scheduled, both the mentor posts, the snippets, start to get the snippets posted across all the platforms, stuff like that, which we can review at some point today. I'll take a look at Tableau so I can update those numbers. And then what else? Andy, anything on the social you want to mention? Anything specific from recently? I know we had that crazy super viral post that saw over 100,000 people a couple weeks ago, right before the new year.
I had a few more do pretty well last week. Nothing like that. Some that reached like 20, 25,000 people, but
pretty
a couple
good.
Good ones on the weekend. Yeah. Finding good stuff, getting the hang of it.
Yeah, our daily engagements were super high yesterday, almost 30,000, almost 28,000 engagements. So it's, I think things are going well on social. Hopefully we can keep kind of double down on that and keep leveraging with the stuff that we have, especially with Abby coming on board to help us be more consistent. With that stuff. And then Nan, I think probably later this week I'll have you connect with Abby to kind of start showing her how to do some of the other types of posts.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, guys, anything else? Any other questions, thoughts, concerns? Nothing?
Nope.
Nothing here.
All good on my side.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, keep up the good work. I know we're all super busy right now. So, Talent Oasis, Sam actually came back and helped send out a bunch of blasts to our clients because they hadn't been reached out to for a couple weeks. Still looking for help there. But basically,
she came back, or she just
came back just to help.
Okay.
Yeah, she did some work on the weekend. She helped get our one of the new courses up in the LMS, but she also helped, also did outreach to the clients, which is which is great because we needed that. We were late, but yeah, the interviewing continues.
Patrick, for the job newsletter, we're not sending anything.
I think we could this week if you want to grab, just kind of do your whatever you see on the thread, whatever
Okay.
you see on the table. I think that might be a good idea. It's been
Okay,
like
good.
3 or 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Thank you. And then yeah, I think mentors. We're adding a ton of new mentors every single week and getting a ton of AMAs, right, Nathan?
We have 1,000 mentors now.
No.
Yeah.
We're trying
Yeah,
to
we're
grow
getting an absolute ton.
We're trying to grow to 1,000 mentors by the end of this year.
Okay, good. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
I think
have
what are we at? About 400 and something at the moment.
450.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
450.
Mm-hmm.
So we were at like what 250 like only 4 or 5 months ago. So it's good. It's working. We're getting a lot of new mentors coming in. We're getting a lot of AMAs from that and podcast guests. I mean, I have a ton of podcasts scheduled for this week again. Actually, one right in 10 minutes, I have a podcast scheduled. So as soon as I get off this phone, I got to be recording a podcast there and then doing that. It's still not the most efficient thing because I talk for about 45 minutes to an hour and then I have to do all the snippets and stuff like that. But I think it's still the most efficient way to do it. And I think once we actually start getting the snippets published as stories, as swipe ups, as on IGTV, all this stuff, I think it's really going to drive a lot more volume to the podcast, which we had a record week last week. So hopefully we can keep that growth going.
Great.
Patrick, I wanted to ask
Shoot.
about the other Anchor account for Monkey to Millions. I mean, is that something we're going to be promoting, or is that literally just somewhere for Monkey to Millions podcasts to sit, as opposed to anybody actually listening to them?
That's what Wall Street Oasis. It's on Anchor as well. You can think of it as like that's where we publish it, and then it gets distributed out. The problem is I haven't even had time to make sure it's on iTunes. I don't even think it's on iTunes yet.
I don't think it is. Yeah, I can look into that if you want.
That would be great. I think once it is on iTunes, I think we need to do something similar like we did for the WSO podcast, where we have some sort of deal where if they leave a review, we give them a shirt. You can say, hey, if you leave a review and you follow us on YouTube and you follow us on here, then we'll send you a free shirt.
Perfect. Okay.
That kind of thing.
I sent a message the other day talking about TikTok because I saw kind of statistics talking about apps. It looks like TikTok is one of the most used apps.
Oh, it's over 1 billion people on it.
1 billion?
1 billion. Over 1 billion.
Let's do it. Go there.
Well,
now.
We have plenty of video content and short snippets. What's that?
Yeah. Let's go there now, man. Let's put everything on TikTok then.
Yeah. I think we will. We're just trying to catch up on. We have 0 followers on TikTok. We have over 51,000 followers on Instagram, and we don't have consistent posting of all our stuff on Instagram yet. So I think it's more a question of actually delivering on the platforms we have, and then once we do that, I think we'll be able to. I think it's a high priority, but it's one of those things where we have a lot of easier things to do that we're not getting to. Just because we didn't have enough support there. So we're working on it. It's one of the reasons Abby was hired, was to work full time and help us with social and customer support. So hopefully that'll increase the volume there. And to the extent that she's handling that well, we can have her start doing TikTok as well. And then Nathan sent me something. Nathan, you were saying something about we should be doing Pinterest ads.
Yeah, I was doing some research into this yesterday, actually. Apparently, pin ads are actually surprisingly effective, considering the amount of money people put into them and the result that they get. It's something like 3 to 5 times more effective for quite a lot of businesses than Facebook ads, Instagram ads.
I think looking at the
ads,
demo,
etc.
it's not really our demographic, but
it's not.
But if we can find the right niche of people on Pinterest, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So like I sent you there's a finance, it's not really finance memes, it's more just like finance
it's finance
advice, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of those and they're quite some of them are quite popular. So I mean, maybe we could try and replicate something that they're
That
doing.
might be easy to do because I think Sprout Social actually has Pinterest in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason why we can't create an account for the company and start posting stuff up.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good idea. As I say, like it's quite a new frontier in terms of adverts, and it's quite well performing compared to established names. So
cool,
it's worth looking at.
Okay. Anything else, guys?
That's all.
No. Okay. Have a great week, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Cool.
Keep trying to not drown. Nathan's flooding my calendar. Okay, guys. We'll talk soon.
Hey guys.
Okay,
Bye.
bye everyone. Bye.